Well, hello everyone, and welcome to your Libra New Moon Solar Eclipse Astrology Energy Report and Guided Meditation for October 2nd of 2024. I am Susan Saucier, your spiritual intuitive coach. First, happy birthday to all the Libras out there. Please note that this report is for everyone. If you know in your birth chart where Libra is, it may help you know what area of your life you may be working on during this time. Now, if Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, you will more than likely feel this a bit more deeply. If this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this message, and if you do, I hope you hit the subscribe button, notification bell, give it a thumbs up, share with others, and please introduce yourself in the comments section below. And a quick thank you to all those wonderful supporters I have and subscribers of this channel. Thank you so much for showing up every time. I really feel truly blessed to have each and every one of you in my life. And for those of you who wish to go directly to the guided meditation portion, I've placed a timestamp in the notes below. So let's begin by talking about what you may experience in your world over the next few weeks. First, let's review some of the negative and positive aspects of Libra. I like to review these aspects because during this phase, you may find that the people in your life, and even yourself, may experience some of these behaviors, which is often how it plays out. Sometimes it may be a mixture of both positive and negative aspects, depending on what you're going through in your life. Now, every sign has positive and negative aspects to them. And if you think about it, it's kind of like your life's journey. There's some parts of you that may feel that the negative parts don't exist, or they don't sound right, or the positive ones are, a little extreme. A lot of times this can actually be similar to the shadow side of yourself. So for instance, if you are a Libra, and you're noticing some of these negative aspects, you're like, well, I'm not really like that, I don't think. And it could be those might be the shadow side, and you may have worked on those for a very long time throughout your life so that they no longer are really a part of you. So let's start with the negative aspects first. And Libras can be very indecisive. They can appear to be lazy and superficial. They tend to care too much about what others think. They're very non-confrontational and can be a bit unreliable due to their issues with making decisions at times. And some of the positive aspects are they are peacemakers. They're always seeking to establish balance and harmony. They're social, they're creative, they're romantic, they value love in their relationships. They have a strong sense of justice. They're intelligent, loyal, and great listeners. Now, Libra is an air sign, and it's ruled by planet Venus. Libra is also a cardinal sign. Cardinal signs are known for changing seasons, being leaders, visionaries, and trendsetters. Air signs tend to be big thinkers, which can be a good thing, but can also be a bad thing if they get caught up in overthinking. Air signs are great communicators, they are dreamers, and they tend to struggle with their emotions at times because they can become lost trying to strategize on how to fix something instead of feeling into it and letting their emotions guide them. Venus is the planet of love and beauty and harmony. Since Venus is the planet of love, it rules over romantic relationships, marriage, and sex. It also indicates how people show affection. Venus can influence a person by making them more gentle and sensitive and compassionate, which can result in more patience and a peaceful demeanor. Venus represents personal values like money and material possessions. Libra's zodiac symbol is the scales, which represents balance and harmony. So, as you can imagine, with everything going on in the world at this time, this energy is very much needed, not only to help the world find its way back into balance, but also to assist you in your own personal life as well. Now, I tell you all of that about the sign, and I've been trying to do that with each time I come on here and do a video, just to kind of give you more of an idea of what you may experience, because a lot of that energy is very much in the atmosphere at this time. Now, since this is not just a new moon, it's a solar eclipse, it brings an extra powerful punch of energy to assist in opening up new paths and new beginnings filled with fresh new ideas and opportunities. Think of it as a push to get you where you need to be to reap the rewards of the laboring and the manifesting and the seeds you've been planting over the past 6 months. Solar eclipses are very powerful and can bring about change. This can be a great thing, but it can also be a bit challenging, as you can find yourself landing in a place filled with lessons that you've been avoiding. But even though that may sound and feel a bit scary, it is for your highest good. And that means it's for the highest good of everyone else as well. Since this solar eclipse is in the sign of Libra, you may discover the changes that take place are going to be focused on your relationships. Now remember, when I talk about relationships, I do always remind you that it starts with the relationship you have with yourself first. So what does that look like? Have you been treating yourself better? Are you noticing how you talk to yourself? And do you talk lovingly to yourself, or is it more negative? This is an opportunity to really commit to making that change you've been wanting to make in regard to the relationship you have with yourself. Is it loving, or is it more self-pity or neglect or anger? It's going to be important that you really focus on that, because you're given a very powerful opportunity to change and shift that. So if you've been struggling to change, this will bring in some extra energy to help you shift that. Venus is all about love, so let that energy fill up your heart and flow throughout your body. Now, since this can be about relationships, it can also be the relationship you have with money or material things. Getting so caught up in the game of life and focusing on money as your resource to happiness will always let you down. Yes, money is necessary, but money's just energy, just like everything else in your life. So instead of focusing on, if I only had enough money for this and that, then I'd be happy, focus on being grateful for what you do have. And that energy, that vibration and frequency of gratitude will be way more powerful in bringing more of what you desire into your life than believing you'll be happy when and if it comes along. Because you see, your subconscious mind lives in the moment. It doesn't understand that what you're thinking about and feeling is something you're planning for your future. It only focuses on what you're feeling and giving thought and emotion to for the present time. So remember, focus on how you would feel if you had all the money you needed and plenty left over to do whatever you wanted for the rest of your life. What emotion would you be feeling? So think about that for a moment. You have all the money you need and want, and then some. What emotion do you feel, knowing that you have the desired amount you've been wanting? Now, whatever emotion or emotions come up for you, that is what you are seeking, my friend. Not the money, but the emotion you believe it will give you. As I mentioned, Libra tends to be indecisive, so you may find yourself contemplating some of the relationships in your life and how you wish to move ahead, or if you wish to end them. Should I stay? Should I go? What do I do? You may even have some clarity appear out of nowhere to help guide you when you least expect it, to get your head out of the way and go into your heart. Feel the emotions that are either keeping you stuck in a relationship that should have ended a while ago, or feel the emotions that are holding you back from letting go so that you completely be free and open up your heart again to love again. This is a time where you are given the opportunity to take notice. If you're feeling fear, guilt, or if you're feeling joy and happiness, or are you following a familiar pattern that you know you need to get out of, or that you should stay in, but you tend to sabotage because of fear of being hurt again? So instead of becoming lost in your head and overthinking and being super indecisive, which it can happen, it's going to be important that you let your heart show you the way. So if you do find yourself going back and forth like a ball on a tennis court, should I go? Should I stay? How do I fix this? What do I do? That's a very clear sign that the Libra part of this energy is really taken over, and it wants peace, it wants balance and harmony, but that means that your head and your mind and your heart need to be what's in balance. So when you can connect the two together and become coherent with the two, that is going to help you find the balance you're seeking and the answers you're seeking. You might not get an instant answer. It doesn't have to happen right now. But when you are putting it out to the universe, to God, your creator, whoever it is you are sending this information out to and praying to, just know that when you do that, you will receive an answer in some way, shape, or form, and it can be a few weeks from now. Be okay with that. Now, since Libra is an air sign, your breath is going to be an important part during this time as well. Notice if you're feeling some anxiety in your shallow breathing. Your breath is an important indicator as to what's going on in your mind and what's happening in your emotional body. Remember, Libra is all about finding that balance. So if you find yourself, really shallow breathing and your anxiety's kicking in, you're stressed about something, that's the alert system going off in your body saying, hey, you're kind of telling me we need to get into fight or flight mode right now. So is there a bear or a tiger I need to be running from? Or because I'm just going to rev you up and let you feel like we got to do something and make your breathing quick. And that's when you have to say, wait a minute here. I just need to take a deep breath, slow it down. And that is when you clear up some space in your mind to be able to see some clarity and receive some answers. But the more you keep that shallow breathing going and that stress level up higher and the overthinking and the replaying it back and forth, should I do this? Should I do that? That's when it becomes overwhelming, like a computer with way too many windows open and it just freezes or it shuts down. So your body is alerting you that it needs a break. It needs you to take a step back, take a deep breath, go out in nature, breathe some fresh air, and really pay attention to your breathing. Like put your hand on your stomach, on your solar plexus, and feel you take that deep breath, not your chest, not where you're raising your shoulders. Lie on the floor or lie on the grass. It's very helpful to lie flat with your hands over your solar plexus, breathing that, pushing your stomach out as you take a breath in and then letting it come back in as you're exhaling. And that's going to help you slow it down. And you will find that this does help you have more clarity and frees up some space in your mind. Now, if challenges show up, it will be an opportunity for you to choose wisely. And instead of diving right in, take that step back, take the deep breath. And it just might be a time where you have to surrender and just take your hands off the wheel. Let what needs to flow. Because if you keep pushing against something and you really want to have an answer and you just want something over with, that's just not going to work. So be willing to surrender if that's what comes about. This is also going to be a time when boundaries are tested, as well as having to set new boundaries in some areas of your life regarding relationships, your relationship with money, and what you value in your life. So in closing, this Libra energy and this solar eclipse is offering you the ability to see both sides without judgment, to find the balance in your life, to bring harmony into your world and into your relationships. And because this is a solar eclipse, the energy is more intense, and therefore it may feel as if you're being pushed way out of your comfort zone to set boundaries and to keep them in place. I've been there. It can be super uncomfortable, and I might have to go through it again. You never know. I'm a Libra, so it's a good chance I might get stuck with some of this mess. However, it's important that you honor yourself And if you're setting a boundary because you know you're not being respected, it doesn't feel safe, you don't like it, what's going on or whatnot, and someone's just stepping way into your bubble and you have asked them not to, or whatever the case may be. You setting the boundary, even though it may feel uncomfortable, even though you're not being the people pleaser or keeping that peace, which I know Libra loves to do, the peace will come in the end because you are setting a boundary for yourself. You are loving yourself enough to say, I need this space. So make sure you do that and honor it. So where in your life do you feel you need to set a boundary? And with whom or with what situation? Where in your life do you feel you're not respected or valued? And what action steps can you take to change that at this time? Libra is also about your relationship that you have with others, as we've been talking about, and focusing on the importance that it is important to have a connection with others. Some might feel like, I'm just going to go be by myself. I'm not going to deal with it anymore. That way I don't have to deal with all these emotions and other people. But that's what Libra's trying to make you understand this time, that it is important to have a connection with others. Even if it can be challenging, especially when others have a different point of view or opinions, it's important to remember that we're all unique. And if we all liked the same things, it would be pretty boring. But mostly, it's important to learn to be flexible in seeing both sides, not feeling the need to judge or to convince anyone to be different than who they are, because you wouldn't like that either. But to allow them to be their true, authentic self, just as you wish to be as well. Find the true balance by going within and feeling the discomfort if you have to. That way you can make some changes and adjustments by recognizing what it is that you value most and how you can make it change and bring into your world a better way of what you want to see and what you want to feel and how you want to live your life that you came here to live, and filling it with love and peace and balance and harmony. Because at this time, you may feel that it's a bit intense in the world. There's a lot of changes going on. But instead of letting yourself get consumed with all of that, your energy is the most valuable when you can go within yourself and create a safe, happy, peaceful, loving space. Because that energy vibrates out into the world. And it's going to help you as well with what you desire to bring towards you. So remember, my friend, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. You have free will to change, or you can stay in the same routine. It's up to you. There is no pass or fail. There's no right or wrong. Just you on your life's journey, learning, evolving, expanding your wings, and whatever lessons show up for you, especially the ones that are very similar. Know that that's one of the big things you came here to learn and to overcome, and you will. All the life experiences you have endured so far carry the missing pieces that will help you move through those lessons successfully. You have the wisdom and the knowledge within you. Remember at this time to take some deep, slow breaths and keep yourself out of your head into your heart and love yourself unconditionally. Always remember your angels, guides, and your spirit team are right by your side, along with God, your creator, the universe, cheering you on. Because you are more than your pain, you're more than your scars, and you're more than your fear. You are amazing. Remember that. Now, if you're interested in preparing your space for the new moon, I've put a link below. And if you're ready to enjoy your new moon guided meditation, well, please find a comfortable place and let's begin. Close your eyes and take a nice, deep, cleansing breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Asking the universe, God, your creator, to shine light on you during this new moon. And as we join together in love and harmony to create your new world, we ask to be embraced in the highest vibration of pure divine love and pure healing white light, surrounding you with peace, love, happiness and joy, gratitude, safety and protection. Now allow any thoughts that may come into your mind to simply drift up and away, clearing away any clutter that has been clouding your mind, knowing that you can tend to these thoughts later if they are needed. But right now, it's time to allow your body and your mind to relax, to let go, letting all those thoughts drift up and away, making room for clarity to come through. Just letting that space free up, release. For this is your time and your space where you're granting your body and your mind and your spirit the opportunity to design and create a beautiful frequency of high vibrational love and light. Take another deep breath in through your nose and slowly release through your mouth. Notice how your body is responding by relaxing even deeper now. Entering into this process of creating your new world. Asking Archangel Michael from the south to join you on this journey, bringing safety and protection. Asking Archangel Raphael from the east to bring healing as you reclaim your power and leave behind what no longer serves you. Calling in Archangel Uriel from the north and asking for stability and balance in your life. And calling in Archangel Gabriel from the west to shower you with pure, cleansing, white, healing light, love, and peace as you transition from one dimension to the next, letting your body and your mind relax even deeper now, feeling yourself drifting and floating, looking out on the horizon to your future and what you desire. Now, under this Libra new moon solar eclipse, allow the energy to fill you up with amazing new creative thoughts and ideas. And these thoughts and ideas will bring about the desire that you wish for in your life. And when you see and feel what it is you're wishing to bring into your life, notice what emotion you're feeling. And let that emotion become so big that it's flowing through your entire body and you can feel it. Allow this energy of the Libra new moon solar eclipse to fill your entire body up. Your mind, your thoughts, your energy, with balance and harmony, with peace. Allow it to flow into your world by enhancing the relationship you have with yourself. Notice that you're talking to yourself with loving words and encouragement. Loving yourself unconditionally. Know that you are worthy to receive the blessings that you desire in your life. And this beautiful energy is now enhancing the relationship you have with others, letting you connect on a deeper level. Letting those walls you have built around your heart begin to slowly come down so you can fill them up with loving relationships that you seek. Instead of fear-based, they are now filled with love so that you can attract the right kind of loving relationships that you seek in your life. Now you can feel the energy in your body shifting even more as it's creating balance in the relationships you have with everything in your life, not just people, but creating a balance with the relationship you have with money. Understanding that it's not the money you've been seeking, it's the emotion that you know it will give you. Perhaps it's happiness or relief or joy, freedom, whatever it may be. Let that emotion flow through your body right now and let yourself feel the gratitude of having all that you desire. Be open to receive, planting those seeds, watching them grow and unfolding in your life. Now I want you to think in your mind of a situation or a relationship, something that has been taking up some space in your mind and in your world and your thoughts and your feelings. What has been keeping you stuck? And ask that you can receive clarity on how to move forward. And whether you receive some clarity right now or in the near future, just know that it's done. Know that the clarity is there to bring about the desire that you're seeking. And what is it that you value about yourself and that you value about the world you live in? And how you would like others to value you. Now, as you expand your wings and enhance the way you communicate with others as well, and how you communicate with yourself, know that when you speak lovingly to yourself and you respect yourself, you are teaching others to do the same. Let that emotion fill you up, how it feels to have others treat you the way you truly want to be treated. Now going forward, you will notice when that heavy part of you, the inner critic, shows up, and you will understand the wounds that present themselves to you. Because this allows you to bring love and nurturing to that part of you, so you can release it into the violet flame, the beautiful purple violet flame. Now invite your inner child to join you on this journey. Give your little one lots of love and support. And let your little one show you and remind you of how creative your imagination can be. and where in your life you can find more balance and harmony when you get out of your own way. Now love that inner child and let that inner child love you back. Take the time you need to spend together. Knowing you can always connect with your inner child anytime you desire. Now it's time to set your intention for how you want to create your world with this new moon solar eclipse in Libra. How do you want your relationships to look and feel? With everyone and everything in your life, what experiences do you want to have? Now, as you transition from this world as we know it into a new reality of being, recognize that you're simply floating between dimensions, preparing to transition, to change where needed, to create the world that you want for yourself. The power you hold is within you, and it always has been. It is you and only you who can make that choice. Now see yourself looking up into the sky at that beautiful stars. And it's the Libra new moon solar eclipse. And you can feel a breeze across your face, smelling the fresh air, taking a deep breath, manifesting what you desire in your life by feeling it, seeing it in your mind, and letting every emotion you choose for your future that you desire to come to the forefront. Feel it. See it before you. Brighten the colors, turn up the volume, let it all unfold, and act as if you have already received all your wishes and feel that gratitude flow through your entire body. Know that it is done and that everything will unfold for your highest good and the highest good of all. And so it is. Take in a long, slow, deep breath through your nose and slowly exhale through your mouth. Have a wonderful day, my friend. Namaste.